Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to share everything about my first corporate workshop that I conducted for CureFit. You have to make sure to watch till the end because I have shared lots of tips and tricks and lots of things that you should consider while taking a physical workshop, especially for corporates. I've reached the location. You can see this is the CureFit office behind me, and this is my first corporate workshop, and I'm really excited, a little bit scared as well. So let's see how it goes. I have shared lots of information about conducting workshops, so make sure to watch till the end. Here you can see I'm inside the office, and this is all my supplies. I'm conducting for 50 members, so it's a lot of it. I've reached quite early, so the office is kind of empty right now. So I've come quite early, and that's why I'm just waiting for my POC to come. I just anticipated that it will take around an hour for me to set up everything. The workshop that I'm conducting, it's on Women's Day, and it is for 50 employees. So I just thought that I should reach an hour before just to make sure everything is in place and we are on time. The painting that we're going to paint is also based on Women's Day, and I just hope we all have fun today. Since I'm a mural artist, this entire office is like a heaven to me. Let me show you. So on every floor they are having amazing artworks, and I'm just in awe. My POC had come and he just asked me to sit and have some breakfast. I was not in the mood, so here I am just having coffee. It's time to go upstairs because we are conducting the workshop in the upper floor, and I took the stairs because I wanted to see all these murals that are painted along the stairs. So that's why I skipped the lift and I'm taking the stairs. I'm finally at the venue, and they have a pretty big celebration for Women's Day. One thing I hope is that they celebrate something on Men's Day as well. We all just celebrate Women's Day a lot and we forget Men's Day, and that should not happen, right? When we talk about feminism, it has to be equality. Feminism does not mean women above men, it means women equal to men. So until and unless you are celebrating Men's Day with same energy, same enthusiasm as you celebrate Women's Day, it's not feminism, it's just fake feminism. So I do really hope that they celebrate Men's Day as well. The venue is amazing. From my strokes and stories session, you guys already know that I love nature and I love conducting sessions among the nature. All my strokes and stories sessions have been in public places, park and gardens. So this is giving something very similar vibe. Although it's a corporate workshop, but it does not give that vibe to me, and that's a really good thing. This is the other side of the stage, and this is where I'm going to conduct my session. It was time for me to set up everything for the workshop, but in the middle they came and told me that they are moving the venue. I was setting up, now they have changed their mind, and this is going to be a new location. They are setting up the space and I'll have to set up everything, and it's just a last minute change. We are in the process of setting up our new space, so in the meanwhile let me show you my outfit of the day. I would like to take this opportunity to share my experience about this whole corporate workshop setup, and I hope this helps a lot of beginners and those who want to get into this space. So when you are taking corporate workshops, there are certain things that you have to keep in mind. First of all, the occasion. What occasion are they doing it for? What kind of celebration it is? It can be just a simple team bonding activity, or it can be an employee engagement program, or it can be a special celebration, or it can be a special celebration like it's today, Women's Day. In the background they are practicing for their event, and my session is a part of this event. Next is you have to give them multiple art options. If you are an artist that performs multiple art forms, then you can give them the options. Otherwise, it's also fair if you are into just one particular art form. Like for example, let's say if you're a resin artist, so that's the only option you have, right? But in my case, I perform lots of different art forms, so I had to give them different options. These are the art forms that I perform, and which one would you like to choose? Based on the art form that they want to go for the workshop. Now next step comes for the preparation of the kit. You have to understand that whatever workshop you are conducting, you will be responsible for providing the entire kit for individual members. So you should be sure about the number of participants. So make sure to ask how many participants are going to be there in the session. Next comes finding the right vendors. Now since you are conducting a workshop, you are not going to buy supplies for your personal use, and you will be buying supplies in bulk, right? So in that case, you have to find a wholesale supplier so that they will give you a good margin and good discounts. So when you are buying something for a bigger event, you have to make sure that you do not buy from any retail stores or huge outlets. You have to find local wholesale suppliers. This will require a lot of research of how you can do and what all things to consider. Now based on all these, then you have to quote your price, because whatever you are quoting will include the price of all these kits for all the members that are going to join, as well as your charges of conducting the session. So you have to make sure that whatever price or whatever fees you are quoting, that has to give you a good profit margin. What I mean here is, apart from just buying the supplies, you should have a very good amount that you have taken for your time. The session can be 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours, it depending upon the art form. So your price will also depend accordingly. If it's an art form that can be easily done maybe in an hour, then your charges will be lesser as compared to a session which will take 2 to 3 hours. So you have to price accordingly. Now if you have any other questions, make sure to ask in the comments below so that I'll be answering them, and I'm ready to help you out. I've always been very keen to help all the young artists with all the information and knowledge that I have. I understand that not many people share all these secrets, but I'm always up for helping you guys. So if you have any questions, make sure to drop in the comments. Do give this video a like, comment your questions, comment your views if you want more vlogs and more sessions like this with me. And also make sure to subscribe to my channel so that you can receive regular updates of all my videos. I was given the time of 10 PM. I reached the venue at 9 because I thought it would take me an hour to set up everything for 50 people. But it's already 11 and no one. We are having a couple of people come here and there, but we are not getting groups together so that we can start. Since I have to give demo, I have to instruct, we cannot do it multiple times, and I need a larger group or a crowd to start, at least 10 or 15. What exactly is happening here is they have planned a huge event where lots of accomplished women are coming to celebrate Women's Day. They also have a panel discussion, so they have the whole day planned. But unfortunately, since it's also Mahashivratri today, it's also the long weekend today, and all these members are taking their sweet time to arrive, and that's why we are running extremely late, and we are not having a good turnout because many people are on leave and they want to celebrate Shivratri at home, or they went out on vacations and utilized this long weekend to have a good time with their family and friends. So I'm just keeping my fingers crossed because it's my first corporate workshop and I don't want it to turn into a disaster. So I want people to come, I want to show them, I want to have fun. So I'm just keeping my fingers crossed and hoping that they'll turn up. Finally, the seating was set up, and then I set up everything that was required for the workshop. So, this is our final setup. You can see there is Women's Day celebration going on in the front, and once that finishes, we'll start with our art session. It was really a great opportunity to see lots of women who have accomplished a lot in different fields. There were lots of CEOs and founders, and they were sharing all their experiences, their challenges, and their entire journey with us. By listening to some people's journey, we feel really blessed, and then it sometimes makes me feel that I'm doing very little on my part, because their stories are so motivating and they are so full of learning. It really gives a very hard push, and it makes me question what I'm doing with my life. After the session got over, it was time for my art session, and I was instructing, I was guiding them step by step. Now I'm going to tell you lots of points that you should keep in mind, you should consider as an artist while you are taking any workshop for corporates. So, what we are going to understand is, from an artist's point of view, there are lots of factors that should be considered. First of all, you have to understand the audience. It's very essential to understand the participants' backgrounds, interest, and skill levels so that you can tailor the workshop content accordingly. Corporate attendees may have varying levels of familiarity with art, so designing activities that cater to a diverse range of abilities is crucial. That means the art that you have selected should not be very much difficult. Second is, you have to set clear objectives. You have to define clear learning objectives for the workshop based on the corporate client's goals and expectations. Whether it's fostering creativity, improving teamwork, or reducing stress, you have to align the workshop activities with the desired outcomes to ensure maximum impact. Next point is choosing relevant activities. You have to select the art activity that are relevant and engaging for the audience. Consider incorporating interactive exercises, collaborative projects, and hands on experiences that encourage participation and creativity, while also addressing the specific needs of the group. The next point is providing necessary materials and equipments. You have to ensure that all necessary art supplies, materials, and equipments are provided for the workshop. This may include paints, brushes, canvases, sketchbooks, or any other tools that are required for the activity. Having everything readily available helps streamline the workshop process and keeps the participants focused on the creative task. The next point you have to consider is creating a supportive environment. You have to foster a supportive and inclusive environment where participants feel comfortable expressing themselves creativity. Encourage open communication, constructive feedback, and mutual respect among the attendees to cultivate a positive workshop atmosphere. The next point is offering guidance and instruction. As the facilitator, provide clear instructions, demonstrations, and guidance throughout the workshop to help participants navigate the creative process effectively. You have to offer tips, techniques, and individualized feedback to support participants in developing their artistic skills and confidence. You have to understand that they are not here to be Pablo Picasso, just to have a very good experience with you. The next point is encouraging reflection and discussion. You have to incorporate opportunities for reflection and group discussion during the workshop to deepen participants' learning and engagement. Encourage attendees to share their thoughts, insights, and experiences related to the artistic activities, fostering meaningful dialogue and connection among participants. Another thing to consider is flexibility and adaptability. Be very flexible and adaptable in response to the needs and preferences of the group. Be prepared to adjust the workshop agenda, pacing, or activities as needed to accommodate unforeseen circumstances or changes in the workshop dynamics.
Another very important point is evaluating and reflecting. After the workshop, you have to gather feedback from participants and corporate stakeholders to evaluate the effectiveness of the experience and identify areas for improvement. This is not for your client, but this is for you. Reflect on the workshop outcomes and lessons learned to inform future workshops and enhance the overall quality of the artist's facilitation. So you don't just have to conduct the workshop and think that your work is done. You actually have to reflect back to the process and see what were the shortcomings or what were the areas where you could have improved. What were the areas where you could have done better? You have to make sure you note down those points, maybe somewhere physically or just in your mind, so that they are not repeated in your next workshop. In any career, you have to make sure that you are constantly learning and constantly improving. As an artist, you have to make sure that your clients are satisfied. You have to make sure that the experience or the product or services that you are offering improves every time. As an artist, you cannot give them the same experience or same services as a beginner artist or as an experienced artist. So it has to improve every time you deliver something.
We are done with the event, and I'm still here. I'm helping them clean up everything, and as you can see, we have cleaned most of the space, and I don't want to leave any trash behind, and that's why I have made sure that everything is in place. I'm taking back whatever was unused, and whatever can be reused, I'm taking back all of those. I'm having a very hard time to say goodbye to these paint, but it's impossible for me to take these home. And as an artist, it really breaks my heart to see so much of paint getting wasted. But anyways, but as you can see, we have cleaned the entire space, and I'm not gonna leave until everything is back to how it was.
Overall, it was an amazing experience for me, and I have made sure to make it as informative for you as possible. This was a great day, and in this video, I have incorporated all the learnings that I have learned, my entire experience, and I shared lots of tips and tricks that you can use for your workshops or physical sessions. If you learned something, make sure to drop a comment below. If you have any questions, you can drop those also in the comments below. And make sure to leave your views and keep me motivated so that I can bring more videos like this for you and keep sharing my knowledge with all of you. I'll see you in the next video.